Well, it's officially summer, and so it is the season for campouts, barbecues, picnics, RV trips, camping, hurricanes, and summer blackouts. What do all these things have in common? The need to keep food and drinks cool. You may be shopping for an ice chest, a Yeti or something cheaper, but I've got a great option to take a look at. This is the Bouge RV Rocky 55, and this is a compressor refrigerator freezer. So you don't have to put ice in this. You automatically gain extra space in your cooler versus something bigger because you don't have to have ice packs, ice, or whatever to keep this thing cold. It is a true dual zone, which means it can be both a freezer and a refrigerator at the same time, or you can make the entire unit a freezer or a refrigerator. And you can see the one on the right is sort of L-shaped, so you got space for larger items and then drinks or whatever off to the side. And then a divider here in the center that you can take out so you can utilize the entire space for either a freezer or a refrigerator. The Rocky can hold up to 80 cans of whatever your drink of choice is. We've got a Bluetooth app for control of the temperature. We'll take a look at that. It's got all metal construction with a 660-pound weight limit on the top. The door is reversible, so if you're using this thing inside an RV or a camper where space might be limited, you can take it out, flip around, and put it on the other side. So let's take a look at the power situation. So here on the end, we've got the DC power input and a solar input plug. This little door gives you access to an internal battery. It is optional, it is not included, but the battery that fits in here will run this thing for about 4 hours, which is kind of a picnic sort of situation. But if you've got power, we've got a cigarette plug and an AC brick. So I have a friend who's got one of these, and what he does is he will plug his fridge into his vehicle while he's driving to his campsite to get things cold and to keep it cold. And then once he's out there, use the battery to keep it going while they're having their picnic or camp out or whatever. The integrated solar is kind of cool. It's an interesting idea. It will take up to a 50-watt panel. So you can get a folding panel from Bouge or from another company as long as it's under 50 volts. And just plug straight in here. And if you're out on the beach, you can keep this going for much longer than those 4 hours. The current draw out of this off the battery is 45 watts on eco mode, 65 watts on full power. And they say that it draws about a kilowatt over a 24-hour period. That's going to depend upon how hot the outside ambient air temperature is and how full the item is. So I'm going to plug this thing into a power station. Let's see if we can get some numbers. So I've got my Oops power station here. Nope, it just kicked on. I can feel it. And yeah, we're at 40 watts. Let's take a look. $38 watts. So my 2200 will run this thing for 44 hours at its current rate. So that math checks. Bottle opener is another cute touch. My wife and I are not much for camping, but you're on a prepper channel. So how would you use this thing? Well, the most obvious answer is for food. During the Texas freeze a couple of years ago, we lost everything in our refrigerator and freezer. With this, it's not going to fit everything, but we can fit the majority of the stuff that's in our freezer into this and save it so we can eat off of it. Also, if you're someone who is dependent upon medications A compressor refrigerator like this can keep that stuff cool at a very low power draw. Now, there's a fundamental difference between a compressor style refrigerator and a Peltier based refrigerator. The little mini ones are like $20 that look like Coke machines. Those things can only cool below like 20 degrees of ambient. So if it's 100 degrees outside, they can get down to about 80, which is not really helping very much. They can only do a differential of around 20 degrees. And the amount of power that they pull, it's 30 or 40 watts, is about the same as this. So a compressor fridge can get significantly colder for about the same amount of power. Okay, so what does this magical device cost? Well, this is the 55 quart, so this is one of the big ones, and it's about $480 right now. If you compare that against the price of a similar capacity Yeti, it's about $100 more. A comparable Yeti 65 is about $380. So you're spending an extra $100. However, you automatically gain more space in the freezer because you don't have to have ice packs. So you're getting a bigger capacity kind of for free. Also, even though a Yeti will keep ice for several days, it will eventually run out. With a compressor electric fridge like this, as long as you keep feeding it power, it will stay cold. So if you're looking for a long duration trip, 5-6 days beyond whatever, as long as you've got power capabilities, either solar or hardline power, whatever, you can keep this thing going. I've had this thing running for the last couple of minutes and I can definitely feel it cold inside here. There's a 1 gallon jug of water. Drops in there just nicely. It's tall enough for high bottles, which is nice. And I got room for a second one right here. And a third one I could lay down over here on the other side if I needed to. Although, it would probably be more efficient to pull this out and just line them all across the bottom if I needed to. You can see these lights on the inside, which is a nice touch. Look at that, we got a couple of USB ports right here for your phones. That's the battery socket. Solar input. And we're still sitting around 50 watts because the compressor is still working.